Hi there, welcome to the Bebelê Iceberg. I'm using the tenor TTS voice because I can't record my voice. But first, what is Bebelê? Well, here, pause, if you have add-ons, to read it all. Exhibit A, basic stuff. ABC Animado. You know that one, but if you don't. Translated into English, it's a cartoon song with figures or animals that turn into letters. Here are the links to a few others. Bebelê site. Another obvious one, which I won't get into much detail, so here's the logo and link. Apps and other versions. I'm putting these two together because they're pretty similar. Each of them follow a different topic such as numbers, colors, etc. This is a chart I made. Social media. This can also appear on the website, but I decided to put links anyway. Other languages. It can also be accessible on the website, but I wanted to put links still. Another thing I noticed is that it said that the English version of lowercase was going to be released in 2009 but didn't came out. So did simple and complex syllables which said they're coming soon but also never came. Any gray entries are ones that are not present but I thought would be interesting to mention. The book. It for some reason has only pages for A to E, and the order for W, X, and Y are mixed up for some reason. Exhibit B, other basic stuff? Songs are based on Brazilian nursery rhymes. I know this should have been on Exhibit A, but whatever. This can be seen on video descriptions of the official channel. Here is a chart of which letters are based on which nursery rhymes, that I know of. Downloadable content. Downloadable content exists in Bebelê, only animations and audio files. Karaoke version. Karaoke version used to be in the main page but was moved to Obra Completa. It still has vocals for some reason. Tabuadas. The newest app of Bebelê. And surprisingly it's about times tables. Len language. I think it could be the team who made Bebelê, they were only mentioned in the book. Exhibit C, complex stuff. I'm also putting these two together because they are also pretty similar. So in most languages, Q has V's track. But Portuguese doesn't go on the trend, instead, Q has its own track for some reason. I should also mention that if the word V is violin, in corresponding language, it uses N's track. And if it's cow, it also uses Q's track. These are white background versions of certain Bebelê stuff. I only managed to find two which I decided to put links. My guess is that they're prototypes. I found out about this because of the message board. The message was made by Alfonso on June 12, 2025. He asked why the caterpillar was in the hunting letter cutouts but not on the animations. Bebelê's response was that their teaching team thought a cat in a circus were appropriate. Which I guess I can see why. Exhibit D, more complex stuff. Why doesn't the Spanish version have vocals? This is a question I've sent to Bebelê. And they said they were still looking for someone to sing. While I was going throughout the Spanish version, I noticed that Nye doesn't appear in the Spanish version. Maybe it's a coding mistake. 2007 version. While I was going through the Wayback Machine, I also found out that in the oldest version from 2007 there was only a flash animation. Loading with Ruffle. I think it's possibly the oldest version of ABC Animado. Julio, Escolita and edit on file names. While I was going through the audio files and I've noticed that Z and X have Escolita, D and P has edit and H has Julio. So now I'm thinking about these two. Who's Julio? And what are the original versions of Z, X, P, and D? B, D, and P are the only lowercase letters with pictogram. I know this could have also been on Exhibit A, but whatever. In the video Som Decada Lettera, B, D and P were the only ones to have pictograms. So yeah. That's the Bebelê Iceberg. That's it. Bye.